Hi guys, welcome to a new video. So a slight change of pace from what I usually do. I'm going to have a mid-campaign review of Claustraphobia 1643. So they're 6 days down and they've got 4 days to go. And because it is a unique Kickstarter in that there's a limited number of copies, there's a limited number of days, and when they run out, they run out. I thought it'd really be worth having a look at this and kind of trying to work out the pros and cons of doing a campaign like this. So first of all, I'm going to look at the campaign itself, and then I'm going to have a little look at some information we've got about the game in the Overlord Compendium 3, which started shipping last week. And then I'm going to talk about what I think of the campaign and that kind of thing. So, Claustrophobia 1643. It is a collector's edition. So that means it gets an exclusive box cover and numbered art prints inside. So those art prints will only be up to 10,000, so will that exclusive cover. So we're not certain that there's going to be a campaign for this game in the future. But if there is, it will be completely different. And I'm assuming that the internal contents will be the same, and any stretch goals that come out will be available as a separate box for the guys that bought into this game originally. So, delivery in January. It will probably make it the fastest delivered Kickstarter board game of all time. No pledge manager whatsoever, or we assume not, because I'm not sure they're going to sell all 10,000 copies by the end of the campaign. A short 10-day campaign, that's not unheard of. There's a few other guys that have done it. And this is a new and improved version of a game that's already got a great reputation. So let's have a look at what we get for our $79. Now the game itself looks, actually, I think it looks great. It looks really good. I'm quite possibly going to back it myself. I've got a pledge on there at the moment, and I had intended to sell my copy of Western Legends in order to fund this game. But I foolishly played Western Legends at the weekend, and it was absolutely brilliant. So I'm probably going to keep it and try and find another way to fund this, to fund my copy for this campaign. But right, let's see what we get in there. In terms of miniatures, we'll go through that first. We've got the Western Warriors. We've got a Swordsman, a Redeemer, and a Guardian. We've got 2 Condemned Scouts, and we've got 2 Condemned Brutes. Moving on to what they call the Infernal Forces. We've got 11 Troglodytes, 2 Tough Troglodytes and 2 Hellhounds. In terms of special units, we have the Sorcerer, the Destroyer, the Prying, the Haunter, the Master of Souls, the Broodmother, which, funnily enough, in the Overlord Compendium 3 is referred to as the Demon Nurse, the Hunter, the Torturer, the Bloated, the Scourge, the Cerberus, and the Possessed, which is 2 units. And they all look interesting, they look pretty good. There's a good mix of different size units in there, so they look interesting. In terms of gaming material, we've got 48 environment tiles, a number of cards which are for events, equipment, and what they're calling instinct cards. We have got 20 gems, small and large, a whole bunch of damage markers, 40 of them. We've got 3 types of dice, which are for combat, the Dice of Destiny, and activation dice. And we've got a whole bunch of different types of tokens, 99 of those. In terms of character sheets and boards, we've got 7 human sheets and 5 human boards. Those boards are like an overlay that go on the sheet that help you to manage your stats on there better. I love that. I think it's great. I love anything like that. That, you know, anyone who's played the likes of Terraforming Mars know it's really difficult to track all your little things on your sheet without someone nudging the table and moving them everywhere. So so that's good. That's really good. We've got the Destiny board, which I assume is for managing the game in some way. 13 demon sheets and 2 demon boards, 2 hellhound sheets and 2 hellhound boards. So we've got an overview of the gameplay. So explore, confront. It's got asymmetrical gameplay. It's all about survival, and it's got a bit of a close-up on the different factions. So it's got the Western Warriors to start with, and then the Infernal Forces. So that at this point, everything in this campaign looks excellent. So the campaign page is very clear and easy to understand. There's lots of imagery, and you're not left wanting for any details on the game. There's options to download the rules, so that's good in English and French. There's a Let's Play video on there as well. I assume that's a video. There's some reviews on here. So a preview from the Dice Tower, Secret Cabal, Undead Vikings. So well-known YouTube channels, known for quality and that kind of thing. So that is good. How it works. Okay, so how it works on here, it means how the campaign works. So basically everything I've told you before. Blah 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 blah. So from this perspective, everything looks great. Everything is hunky-dory. However, what I will say is the campaign so far, the only issues I have with it are there's been 14 updates on that campaign so far in the first 6 days, so 60% of the campaign is over. Only 2 of those updates have been about the game and gameplay. There was another one which was a piece by Matt John. He's the community manager who's doing a great job. A little piece from him which was interesting. There was an interview, a kind of text-based interview with one of the I think he was a sculptor or a designer or one of the artists. That was quite interesting. And the rest of the updates have been about how much has been sold, what areas have run out of stock and run out of units and that kind of thing, and about they've shifted some of the supply to different areas, so as the areas that have sold out get an opportunity to get some more game. So right now there are over 500 copies left for Europe. There's over 1,000 copies left for North America, and there's a small amount, about 150 for one of the other territories and about 100 for the other. I don't think that they're all going to sell by the end of the campaign. I think that they will be light. I think unfortunately there's even less backers now than there was yesterday. I'm not sure if that's common for a Kickstarter campaign to maybe drop off and lose backers mid-campaign and probably have a push at the end. But I really hope that this is a success for Monolith. It took a big risk, So they've had some campaigns that have finished somewhat recently, or at least their pledge managers have finished somewhat recently. So the Batman campaign and the Mythic Battles Pantheon 1.5 campaign finished probably about a month ago. Now funds for that will have been needed to produce this game, because they won't receive the funds from Kickstarter for this for probably another couple of weeks. So they've had to use the funds from other campaigns to get all the production done for Claustraphobia 1643. So it is a big risk, and if they don't sell the 10,000 copies, like what happens then? Is there then a problem for other campaigns? That they need the funds for that. Is it going to cause issues elsewhere? I don't know. I really hope it doesn't. And like I say, I hope they do it. They hit that 10,000 mark. I just want to have a little look at in the Compendium 3. So we've got details of a sculpture by Stefan, or I'm going to ruin his name, Stefan Nguyen, I'm going to say, and my apologies for butchering your name. So he's created the sculpt for the Demon Nurse, and I thought it was really interesting to look at how this process comes together. So there's some artwork that's been done by someone to kind of how they want the Demon Nurse to look, or the Brood Mother, as it says in the campaign, and then it kind of takes you step by step through that process. So we start here. There's a wire frame and they add more wires to it to get it closer to visually looking like how the skeletal structure of the Brood Mother would look. And then it goes to adding green stuff. Anyone who has got much Warhammer stuff will know what green stuff is, and adding more stuff to flesh out how it looks. and kind of keep adding details and information until eventually we start to get closer to the finished model, how it's all molded together. I think, yeah, it is very interesting. I think it's worth trying to get your hands on one of these copies of the Compendium 3. I know the shipping on it is expensive, and there are a few issues with the translation from French into English, but it is a very good book. Get it, especially if you're a fan of Mythic Battles Pantheon. Anyway, so yeah, so I thought it'd be interesting to take a look at that as well, and understand that, like, this dude or lady is ugly. You know, it's a really impressive sculpture, I think, and as impressive as the other ones that are in Claustrophobia, the game. So I hope they sell out. I hope it's a big success. Certainly from the preview videos from Dice Tower and the like, it looks like it's an excellent game. And yeah, good luck to Monolith. Let's hope that this is a massive success for them. So if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, please let me know why, because I want to make sure that my content is good for the people that are watching it. Keep an eye out on one of my other videos where I'm running a competition for some Warhammer stuff, to win some Warhammer stuff, one of their vehicles. I'll stick a link in the description for that. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you later.